All rise. Court is now in session. The Honourable Judge Confusiasm presiding. You may be seated. This is a preliminary hearing in the matter of the People versus Jurassic World Rebirth. We are here to determine whether sufficient evidence exists to proceed to trial. Jurassic World Rebirth, you stand before this court accused of multiple counts of identity fraud, cultural vandalism, and evading detection by means of retconning existing lore, lazy gender role swapping, and fabricating dumb reasons for your characters to put themselves in needless danger. Arresting officers submitted into evidence a number of fake identities found in your possession. It seems you've also gone by the aliases Jurassic World Dominion, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and simply Jurassic World, and it's evident that you were once known as Jurassic Park, perhaps from time operating internationally in Korea. Prosecution argues that you are a creature of disguise, that you are in fact a single story, a one-trick pony repeating yourself every few years, that you rinse and repeat the ideas and achievements of better and more skilled predecessors to exploit name recognition and brand loyalty in a brazenly cynical attempt to defraud the public of billions of dollars in box office revenue. They say you knowingly contribute to ongoing cultural vandalism by writing tissue-thin characters that smirk at the audience and say profoundly stupid things, undermining their supposed competence, diffusing tension in every scene, and failing to hit the misjudged comedic marks they were aiming for in the first place.
None of what you just said is good.
Your only original contributions are the brain-hemorrhagingly stupid attempts to up the stakes by adding laughable mutant dinosaurs, retarded stories about military and medical applications of dinobiology, and retconning original lore whenever you write yourself into a corner.
This island was the research facility for the original Jurassic Park.
And finally, they accuse you of repurposing old scenes and lines of dialogue from older and better films to nostalgia bait your audience, decontextualizing them and using them in ways that make little to no logical sense within the story you're trying to tell. As though your writers were so
preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
The defense argues that you are a legitimate endeavor, a cherished and beloved studio property being treated with respect and dignity, that while you may fail to hit the mark every time, it's not for the lack of trying. They say that you are merely doing your best to serve audience demand within the limited creative possibilities your concept allows, that your accusers are wrong when they allege you are a soulless, cynical cash grab, funded by people who could no more resist the easy money than a man could turn down Grace Jones' vagina.
No man can turn down this pussy.
I've heard your case, and it troubles me. Perhaps it never occurred to you that instead of going bigger and increasingly overcrowded, you could go smaller and stripped back, adding more character focus and attempting to make sense of one scene before sprinting headlong into the next. That maybe, just maybe, you could have taken lessons in principle from the original, a film that emerged at a time when the Human Genome Project was underway, when animal cloning and designer babies were legitimate topics of public discussion, adding to the illusion that Jurassic Park might actually be just around the corner. That you could have kept your focus on what made it feel special in the first place, the ideas that captivate us as children, a lost world of colossal reptiles that ruled the Earth for over 100 million years before we ever existed. I see sufficient evidence to proceed to trial. Date set, July 2nd, 2025. Next!